Hello again, students. This video is for Dr. Amaya TELS 3363 class, and it is an overview of, looking things up and citing them properly. So it's just a quick look at how to do this. I'm going to tell you, first of all, that my favorite website for looking things up that are going to go into a research paper is Google Scholar. So that is scholar.google.com. Absolute favorite place to go, and you'll see in a minute why. All right, I've already done the research for my project, so I'm not sure what to do here, but I think I'll just make something up. And so let's pretend that your project is one where you're going to ask the university to allow you to implement drones to help people feel more secure when they go to the cars in the parking lot at night. So the use of drones for safety and security, especially at night on the main campus. So what I want to think of first is, what would I look for? What kind of article am I looking for? What kind of claims am I going to make in my paper that's going to need some support? So for this, I'll just do drones. You can see I've already searched this, but I'll try it again. I'm going to do drones and parking lot surveillance. Now, I doubt I'm going to find papers written exactly on my topic, but I just really want related papers. So I'll look over these titles and see if I see any that stand out. The other thing I want to look at is the dates on these. If I find one like this is 2005, 2004, 2015, I'm going to go for the 2015 version if it sounds like it might be on my topic, because those others may be a little old for this kind of high technology, up-to-date topic. So for those of you that are doing the poetry thing for your default grant application, you're going to maybe look at some articles that are really, really old. But here's the thing, that's fine, because poetry and its relationship to the general public is not like a brand new high-tech topic. So you can look for older articles for that, but for something that is talking about a really modern technology and a modern topic, you definitely want to look at the dates. All right, so here we find one that's titled Privacy in Mini Drone-Based Video Surveillance. My whole point is here, I don't have time to go read this whole thing. This is a short paper. I'm trying to demonstrate to Dr. Amaya that I know how to do a proper citation. So this is really brief stuff. Don't spend a lot of time on this. Find a few good articles and you'll be good. I'm going to, instead of clicking on this one, which would open it in this same window, I'm going to right-click and open it in a new tab. That's because I want to keep this page up. I don't want to lose my place here. And what I'm about to do may take me down a couple of paths where I could get lost. So now I'm going to my other tab, and I can look here and see that I don't have access to this. This is in IEEE's Explore Digital Library. There's a place up here that says Institutional Sign-In, and I have to tell you, I can never make those work. So I know that the University of Houston has access to a whole lot of these databases, and I really believe the IEEE is one of them. So I'm going to another tab. I'm going to the libraries. Remember, there's two ways to sign in, and I would sign in the one with IES on the end, the plural, librariesufh.edu. And when I get here, I'm looking for a database. Let me go back again. It's IEEE Explore. So let me click on the I's just to get close. And right here, number 3 on the list is IEEE Explore. When I click on it, I'm already prompted because I've been here before. If you're not, you're going to sign in using your CougarNet ID. But I'm all set up to go. Click on the agree, and whenever it comes back, unless it has problems, which sometimes it does. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm signed in now to IEEE Explorer, and access is provided by the University of Houston. I love it that our library helps us get access to this important research material. All right, clicking back to the other tab, what am I looking for? I want this article right here. So I'll highlight it and Control C for copy. Go back over here to the search window, Control V for paste. There it is, privacy. And then I'll click on the button to search. And cross my fingers. You always have to cross your fingers. Oh, okay, let me close the other tab. I don't need it anymore. Here is my article that I was looking for. And I'm going to go straight to the PDF. I don't really want to download it. This would be the place I go to download it. I really am just going to glance over it and see if I find anything that might be of value in my paper. Typically, 2 places to look in a research paper like this, in a journal article. Look in the introduction and go all the way to the end and look in the conclusion. This conclusion is really short, so I don't think it's going to be helpful, but I'm going to check and hope there's something in the introduction that I can use. Let's see, recently many drones became widely available due to affordable prices, stable flight performance. They are able to carry sophisticated video acquisition devices. They have a weak point that will be solved when battery technology gets improved. And many drones can capture the same scene from different points of view and can get close to targets. As a consequence, they can collect sensitive personal data. Okay, this article is about, which a lot of these you'll see on drones, are about violation of people's rights. And that is not the issue that I'm focusing on here. I'm focusing on the technology itself and the positive that it provides. So, I think I can use some of this. What I'm going to do is highlight all the way down to here. I don't want this section about as a consequence. I don't want that other piece. That is not helping my argument. So I've got all that highlighted. I'm going to do, again, Control C for copy. And then I have a blank paper open. Let's see. Let's just do like project notes or something. All right, and then I'm going to paste that information in. Because I copied it straight out of the paper, I need to put quotes around it. I'm going to put a quote here. And the other thing I sometimes forget to do, and I hate that because I always have to come back, I'm going to put a page number. This is on page 2464 of this document. So here I'm going to put 2464, oops, and close it. Okay, as I pointed out in another video, that is not a proper inline citation. That's a note from me. Now I want to obtain the proper citation that's going in my references or my bibliography. To do that, there's a couple of ways to do it, but basically, really, I'm through with this. I have found what I needed on this document. I'm going to go ahead and close this tab. And I'm going back here where I got this, and I'm looking for this little symbol right here that is the double quotes, which is Google Scholar's citation feature. Very helpful. I'm going to click on that, and here it says all the different ways to cite these. Now, I warn you that these are not perfect. These are automatically generated, so if somebody enters them wrong, they will be shown here wrong. But it does a pretty good job for people who have taken care. So I'm going to go to the APA, which is our citation format, and again, highlight that text, if I can. There we go. Copy over it. Control C, back to my paper again. Control V to put it in. And now I do like to go ahead and format this, not because I'm going to use it directly in my paper, but because it helps me remember that it has to be done. And what I do is indent any following lines. All right, so the way I did it was I did it in the ruler. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You can actually go to paragraph and look for, let's see, right here, it's a special hanging indent of 1/2 inch. That's what you'll want to enter, but that is the proper way to format it for your paper in the references section. So I like to do it here because there is a chance I can just copy and paste it from here. Now the final thing I'm going to do is type in my own words what this says. Now, I haven't done this already. I don't know. I may just do something like one researcher highlights the fact that drones can capture scenes from different viewpoints. See how I'm changing up the words? I cannot copy this directly. I need to make this enough different to show that it is my words, although I am going to refer to this author. I do not want to cite him word for word. If I do, I've got to put the quotes around it, and I would rather not do that in a paper. This shows off your ability a little better if you can take their words and make them your own and then just refer to them. So, okay, one researcher highlights the fact that drones, okay, this is actually a group of researchers. So let me put that. And I know that because there are multiple names here as the author. All right, one group of researchers highlight the fact that drones can capture scenes from different viewpoints and get close to their targets. Okay, I don't know that that's going to go in my paper exactly that way, but I did want to take one shot at kind of translating it into my language. If I used it there, now I'm going to do the inline citation, which is Bonetto. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say et al. On this one. If there's 4, you can actually list out their last names, but that seems a little long. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do 2015. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this citation being right. I'm not sure about the inline, but I will go back and check those later. What I'm doing right now is gathering research. So I'm going to put a line, skip down a few lines, and go back and see if I can find something else. All right, so that showed you how to find something that is in a journal article, which is going to be a lot of what you find here, which is it is your best chance at proving that what you're saying is well supported by others, because journal articles have passed a board of review. They are generally peer-reviewed, so several people have read them and helped you edit them before they get published. So by the time an article like that gets published, it has been looked at by a number of eyes, so a number of people have agreed that it is a solid piece of work. That's why they are cited so often. It's because they are so good at this purpose. But let's see if we can find something that's different. Maybe a book. And it is Google Books. All right, Dragnet Nation, a quest for privacy. I don't care about the privacy issue on this. Security and freedom, that's all right. We'll give it a shot. Right click, open a new tab so that I can get back here easily. I'll open that one up, and then I'm in the book. I'm in a funny spot because it's blank at the beginning and it's loading, and if you know how Google Books work, you get a lot of pages that are not available. So the way this works for research is you hope that what you're looking for is in one of the pages that is available. So let me search the book for something like, I don't think parking will be in there, but I'll try it. Parking. Oh yes, there's a parking lot. Parking garage. Let me see what that one is. No preview available. Okay, you can see that on these. No preview available for this page, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get one here. Yeah, it's probably not going to be helpful, but here we go. Click on page 56, and there we are. A woman, okay. So Yassir's roommate told him that a man and woman were standing by his car in the apartment complex's parking lot. He went downstairs to confront them. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's helpful to me. So let me go again. Or go to the next one up here. I don't see anything. This is still stories. Okay, we only have the two, and they're not very helpful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Drone. Let me see what page 9 says. No, this is about the security and privacy issue. Anyway, what I want to point out about using Google Books is that you cannot, first of all, highlight and copy. You have got to type it out. So usually what I'll do is just, open this in 2 windows. I can't do it on my screen. It's kind of small for the screen capture. But I'll open this book in one window and open my document in another and then just go back and forth. So let's say right here, but Facebook, put my quotes. Inadvertently, just go back and forth. Outed her when the president of the queer chorus on campus added her to the choir's Facebook discussion group. All right, and then I'll end the quote, and then what's the next thing I do? Just for me, I go back and look and see what page number that was on. It may be hard to find. Oh, nope, page 10, not a problem. I'll put that here, page 10. And if, let's say that was an argument that did contribute to what I was saying, then I'm probably through with this book. I can close it. And back over here, again, click on the double quotes, copy the APA version, Control C, switch over, Control V, put that second line in by doing a hanging indent of 1/2 inch, and there you are. You're ready to go again to your next topic or your next item. So that's how you go through and find items, how you find a good proper citation, or at least the first pass one that you will double check later, and how you get around a bit in the library and in online content. I hope this was a little helpful to you. It's a little hard to demonstrate directly because, first of all, if I show you something that's applicable to you, then of course you can't use it because I'm the one that came up with it. So I'm trying to show you something that none of you are pursuing in the hopes that you will figure out how to find your own content using this same strategy. Best of luck. Email me if you need help with this. I'd be happy to jump in there and help you. And if you take me up on that, by the way, email me your introduction paragraph or email me your background paragraph or wherever it is you're trying to find some information to support your claims. Email me what you've got. Email me a little bit of what you've got so I can help you get out there and maybe point you in the direction of some applicable resources for your project. Thanks a lot.